Smash that button.
I will never say smash that like and subscribe ever.
Give me a minute. HTTP A73 Alpha 2 Zulu.
So session 15. Took a couple weeks off because we were trying to get some scheduling going. But just kind of recap from last session. You guys started out at the ranch. You guys were searching it after getting into a fight with Marv and all of his lackeys. You wanted to search the ground, and so you guys started off at the smokehouse. It had some smoke coming out of the top of it. As you went inside, smelled like barbecue. Initially, it was just large game, chunks of elk, deer, etc. But as Silas continued to search some of the other sections of the smokehouse, he did encounter a number of human body parts that were being cured. You guys decided that after discovering that there was evidence of cannibalism on the ranch, you decided you were going to check out the main house. When you get inside, you discover that there are 8 women who seemed very uneasy with your presence. After attempting to communicate with them a few times, you discovered that they don't speak, and specifically that they had their tongues cut out. The matriarch, so to speak, tended to some of your guys' wounds, patched up Bunk, patched up some of the rest of the group, and Marcus kind of went upstairs by himself to check things out, just kind of give like a cursory look around. You guys dragged Peter's dead body, or not dead body, he dragged his body into the kitchen, laid him on the table. You guys removed the bullet from his eye, and the matriarch sort of took care of his wounds as well. You decided that you wanted to start searching the rest of the grounds. You guys went out to the barn and discovered a number of captives in like a root cellar that was in the barn. One of them was a Vanguard soldier. Another was a woman named Corinne, who we later find is something of a fan of Dorian's. And then you also found Thaddeus's dead body, a former member of the group. You briefly talked with the Vanguard soldier. His name was Tom Gentry. You were trying to figure out if it would be safe for the women to if they would have like safe harbor in Frasier. And he gave you some statements that sort of implied that second-class citizenry was about as much as they could ever expect there. It's not exactly how he worded it. He made it sound like it was going to be great. Silas implies, or didn't imply, he told him that he thinks that the Vanguard was responsible for some of the cannibalism. Private Gentry got really upset, and Silas just beamed him, put him right in the head, put one right in his head, put him down. There wasn't really much conversation about it. He just had heard enough and shot Tom Gentry. You guys had a plan to bury the Thaddeus's body. I don't know that you ever got around to that, but you guys decided to split up. Bunk and Dorian went to the bunkhouse where like the ranch hands were sleeping, and Silas and Marcus went upstairs to do a little bit more thorough search of the upstairs. Upstairs, Marcus found a Kevlar vest. Silas found a very large cache of ammunition. And out in the bunkhouse, Dorian found an old shaving kit with a really dull razor, and Bunk discovered a hand-sketched map with a very strange phrase that was written on back. It was about then that you guys heard a shotgun blast from the kitchen. Marcus narrowly escaped being shot in the face with a shotgun. Silas retaliated. and put down one of the other women that was upstairs who had fired at Marcus. Dorian came rushing from the bunkhouse after tripping Bunk, and kicked open the kitchen door and just blind fired, just spray and pray kind of scenario where he mortally wounded the matriarch character who had basically blown Peter's head off with a shotgun. She falls to the ground clutching her neck, blood just sort of pouring out of her neck. She kind of gives you the finger and shows that she's holding a remote detonator and sets off a massive explosion in the kitchen, which basically takes out the entire half of the house. The blast, Dorian managed to evade the blast. It went upstairs where Marcus took pretty significant damage. Silas took a little bit of damage, but wasn't nearly as hurt as Marcus. And as sort of the scenario starts to settle, you guys can hear outside the voice of a man yelling. And when you went outside to investigate, you saw that it was Curt from the Vanguard fort. He was running up the road. And you guys... when he gets to you, he asks if you were still going to Canada, and then you guys found this old truck, and Dorian managed to hotwire it, and I think that's where we left it, was Dorian hotwiring that truck, and that's where I think we left it off.
So before we get into it, that reminded me, the ammunition that Silas found, I believe in the last episode he said that would be enough to bump everybody up a tier on their dice. So if you haven't done that, go ahead and bump up your ammo.
Yeah, everybody gets one bump.
I believe we left off and he was still a little ways away because I saw him through the binoculars, but we could hear him. Curt, that is.
Oh, he had.
So,
okay. Maybe I got ahead of myself.
And I wanted to run up to him and say, "Hey, Curt!" And I'm kind of holding out the binoculars, and I'm like, "Hey, are you sure you weren't followed? Like, I think I saw something in the distance."
You're saying this?
I'm saying it to Curt, handing him the binoculars.
To Curt?
Yeah.
Kurt's like, I don't think there's anybody immediately behind me. There were only two of them that came back to the van. I killed both of them. I was hiding out in the back. They didn't even know I was there. I popped out, blap, blap, got them both. They were trying to radio in for backup. I think they may have at least gotten enough communication back to the base that there may not be people pursuing me specifically, but I am fairly certain that there are Vanguard troops that are heading this way.
How soon do you think they'll be here?
How long did it take us to get here? 20 minutes?
Shit. Well, you want to see if you can rustle up some horses?
Some horses? Sure. So he's like, I'll go see what I can find. And he fucks off, and he's going to go search the ranch for some horses. What would you guys like to do in the meantime?
I want to go back and talk to the guys at the truck that is now running since Mr. Dorian Danger hotwired it. Guys, Curt's looking for horses. I think we should bring those too. I don't mind riding a horse out of here. I think at some point we'll have to ditch the truck. I mean, we can't really stay on roads if we're going to be followed by people in trucks.
Didn't we decide we were going to ditch Curt?
Curt was...
I got a bad feeling about that, dude.
Yeah, I don't think we can trust him necessarily. Do you just want to get rid of him? I mean, like...
I'm pretty sure Silas, if he senses anything wrong with a Vanguard, Silas won't think twice. about putting a bullet in their head. He's done it. I've seen it
Right.
once,
My
but heard about
question
it twice.
is, my question is, if we ditch him alive and we go off on our merry way in our truck, people ride in the back, people, I mean, we could all hop in that truck in the bed or whatever and get the hell out of here. But when the Vanguard shows up and sees him, they're going to get information out of him, and he's going to tell them exactly, hey, those bastards did it all. Go after them. They went that way, yada, yada. As opposed to, I don't know, no souls left to dead men tell no tales.
I mean, obviously, it's been a long, terrible day, and I mean, that's probably the safest route, but what if he
Listen,
can help
I'm
us?
just tired of people blowing themselves up around me, okay? I've had about enough of that shit. I'm ready to get my ass out of here.
I don't know. I I feel like I want to help Curt because he's trying to get away from something that I got away from.
Bunk, if it makes you feel better, I can frisk him, see if he's got any hidden compartments of bombs or anything.
Get an optical pat down. All right. Here's something. Should we go check? Didn't he just claim that he offed the two dudes in the van that were back there? Or wait, was the van here?
No,
Or is he saying back at the Vanguard base?
not at the van. Remember when you guys first arrived at the ranch and you guys had that standoff
Yeah.
with Marv at the gate of the ranch?
Yes.
That's where he's talking about. You guys abandoned the van because you blew it through the you smashed the van through the gate to get in, and it was sort of like abandoned after it was smashed up at the gate. So he's talking about.
But he said there were people in it radioing.
There were two people that ran back. Remember when you guys had the fight? There were two of those Vanguard soldiers that fucked off. He's talking about those guys.
Okay.
So apparently he took those guys out. Yeah, he says he took those guys out, but that they may have gotten communication back to the base.
We need to go double check his work because I need to go see if those guys are actually. I think that'll mean a lot if he actually popped those Vanguard guys and killed them, or he's lying and he's trying to insert himself. So I'm going to. How far is it down to that van? Can I hoof it?
Can you? Yeah.
Or should we just? Yeah, I don't want to waste any gas. Well, shit. I'll just say, give me a ride real quick. Shane. Forget your name. Silas. No. Fuck.
Dorian.
What's your name?
Danger. You can call me Danger too if you forget.
I'm not calling you that. But let's go for a ride. Let's go see if he actually off these people. You all keep an eye on what's his name getting the horses, and
I'll be here.
So
Marcus, I believe, is just in the truck because his knee.
we'll just double check his work. If Silas trusts him and wants to help him, I'm okay with that. I'm just very cautious. This is the second time I've been blown up from people I tried to help.
Hey Ryan,
Yeah.
My critical injury, I've got in there busted kneecap.
Okay.
But I don't remember rolling the healing time dice to see how long it would take me to heal, because reading through this, if someone wants to roll to heal me, they have to.
I thought those chicks fixed you up.
Oh no.
But then they blew him up too.
Yeah.
I know they blew him up, but
Yeah. So roll 2d6 for me.
God damn it!
You're gonna be hurt for a while.
Y'all just leave me here. I'll create a new character. Fuck this. Let me blow myself up like what was
hell no. You get in the bed of the truck, you get your gun, you're still, we'll keep you mobile.
Make sure that magic hatchet that guy killed himself with is near him.
or physical die roll a 2 and a 1. Fucking idiot.
All right. So you guys are heading back to Are you're taking the truck back to the gate? Is that what I understand? Just
I'm waiting
Dorian,
for Curt.
just Dorian and Bunk. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
Marcus is in the back of the truck.
Okay. You just like dumped his body in the back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We put it. We helped him down and put him in the back of the truck.
Okay.
That's where he stays from now on until he's healed.
Cool. Perfect.
I'm gonna mute myself. I'm just gonna watch, guys.
So you guys, who's driving?
Danger.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Dorian and Bunk drive the truck back to the gate, and when you get there, you can tell, like, the scene looks from mostly how you guys left it. But you do distinctly see one guy face down on the ground, and another guy who is just sort of like the top half of his body is like draped into the front of the van, like his body has fallen into like the passenger seat. Doors open.
Those two guys dead. And those were the two guys that we recognized were just in the van or whatever.
I mean, sure. I mean, I don't know if you recognize, one of them's face down and the other one's got his face inside the car, but like, there were two soldiers that ran off during the fight, and if they were going to go anywhere, this is where they'd be. So it's safe to assume.
Okay. All right. I'd like to look over their bodies and check their bodies for any gear or anything they might have.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't even think there's a reason to roll for this. Yeah, you're going to find, yeah, you're going to find both of them are carrying automatic rifles, and how much are they carrying in ammunition? Both of them have D6 worth of ammunition.
Okay. What does an automatic rifle damage do, or is there any sort of?
I don't know. I just made it up.
Well, I definitely want them.
Okay.
We throw them in the back of the truck.
Okay.
And these, Curt killed these guys, we're assuming? Or
That's what he's
He said he
claiming.
did.
That's what he's
Okay.
claiming. He came back pretty excited. It seems like he came back ready and excited for you guys to say, yes, we're heading to Canada. But then Marcus sent him off to go find, not Marcus, Silas sent him off to go find horses. But as you guys are kind of searching over the bodies, you do hear chatter on the radio where the somebody on the other end is like, come back. Report status.
This is where Silas would have come in real handy.
wait, he gave us. Do you remember what he told us to say? He gave us the passcode. I don't think I wrote it down anywhere.
All fine here. Everything's good. How are you?
My persuasion is just shit. I'm gonna
Ooh.
be like, you.
Like,
I've got-
they're
I've
getting
got-
urgent. They're like, Gentry, McCarty, report.
I tell Danger, I say, let him know it's all clear. We've eliminated the threat, and we are on our way back to base.
This is McCarty. Everything is A-OK. We've eliminated the target, and we are heading back to the base. See you guys in a little bit. We're not bringing back any meat with us. Over and out.
The voice comes back and said, who is this? Identify.
This is McCarty, call sign 259, Echo 1.
So you just hear the voice on the other end say, That's an older code, but it checks out. And he's like, can I get a status update on Sergeant McKittrich?
McKittrich is fine. He's actually walking this way. He's finishing up talking with the old guy that runs this place. Everyone here is okay and alive. Over.
Well, that sounds good. Reinforcements should be there shortly to pick you up. We understand that the transport vehicle was wrecked in the incursion.
Yeah, there's everything is, it's all good here. Curt actually came by. He's gonna pick us up and take us back.
Who?
Private Curt.
He doesn't even respond to you. You just hear him like he's obviously talking to somebody in the background. He's like, I think we have a situation here. And he's like, stand by. And then you just hear the radio goes dead.
Oh, jeez. God damn it. I grabbed the radio. I'm like, God damn it. I put it in my pocket and I say, it's fucking go. They're on their way. They're just down the road then.
Pretty sure I pulled that one off. I think we've got plenty of time, guys.
Nailed it.
Get in the car. I'm driving. Danger.
All right. Danger shotgun. And he rolls over and sits in the passenger seat.
All right. I get in and make a very large show of adjusting the seat.
All right, so are you heading back to the ranch to pick up?
Yeah, we're heading back up to the ranch.
Okay. So you guys head back to the ranch. As you're there, as you guys start riding up, closing in on the ranch. Let's see. Okay. So, as you guys are closing in, getting back to the ranch, you see Silas just kind of waiting out in the front there. But you do see Curt coming back, and he's got this big shit-eating grin on his face, and he's dragging 2 horses with him. And he seems like he is incredibly pleased with himself. And he runs straight to Silas, like, look, found him. I got 2 of them.
That's excellent. All right, are the other guys back?
Yeah, as Curt is coming in with these 2 horses, Dorian and Bunk roll up with in the truck.
All right, guys. Real quick, are we got to get out of here? I understand that, but are we going only by roads where we can leave the horses behind, or do we need to take some horses as? Oh, I guess we can't all fit on these horses. Only 2.
We can. I feel like one of us needs to get out. It could be me. And each take one of these horses, or actually, you and Curt here can each take a horse and kind of trail behind us where we're going. We can all go in the same direction, but until we hit a place probably that'll be impassable to the truck, we'll have to move out. But he's injured pretty bad, and right now he's hobbled in the back of the truck here. So this is the best way to move as far as we can until we can't anymore.
Okay.
So I feel like we need to get down the road as far as we can, and then they're on our tail. They're going to be coming this way. So we need to figure out how to cover our tracks and continue north, out of here.
Let's set the whole place on fire and get the fuck out of here.
Love that.
I like it. Let's do it.
All right. I will find that torch that I had when we searched the little underground part of the barn and just torch I don't know, like the barn first.
Okay. Yeah, I mean,
Don't
And
forget, we left that one girl alive too. So
I ain't worried about her.
okay, I was gonna say don't. I wouldn't burn her alive, or unless you want to. You do you.
old barn wood. I mean, if you put fire to it, it's going to go right up. There's
All right.
If
nothing holding
Marcus
it back.
could talk, he'd say, "Burn that bitch."
Jesus.
All the buildings,
All the buildings.
get their dose of fire,
All right, and
and
so
then
yeah.
I'm ready to leave.
Okay.
Everything's got to go.
So as you guys spend some time setting fire to all these buildings, I mean, they go up like like tinder, and there is a massive fire that's just basically spread across the entire ranch. You've got 2 horses and a hot wired truck. What do you got? How do you guys want to do this? How do you want to get out of here?
I would recommend north. I heard somebody say something before about hippies up north in Boulder. I'd rather deal with hippies than Vanguard.
North is where Canada is. Let's fucking do it.
Okay. Who's riding horses? Who's in the truck?
I'm driving the truck.
Okay.
I
And we
suppose
get-
I'm on a horse.
And Silas is on a horse. Curt is going to be riding with you on a horse. All right, you guys head out.
Wait,
What about my adoring fan?
Oh yeah, Corinne. That was her name. She's been waiting there with Silas. Basically, she's kind of quiet. She's keeps to herself.
So quiet, I forgot she was there.
So did I. But she sees Dorian in the truck. She's like, "No, wait!" And she like runs, gets into the back of the truck with Marcus. So she'll be in the back of the truck.
All right. I was gonna tell Silas, hey, we have an automatic rifle. If you want to arm yourself with that. And I don't know how we feel about arming fucking Curt.
You hang on to one, I'll take the other, I guess.
Okay.
And the radios, were they hand radios or was it like a CB radio that was in the
It was
other
like a
Jeep?
It's like a CB radio,
Okay.
like a shortwave CB.
Okay,
radio.
never mind. I thought it was a hand radio. I was gonna put it in my pocket. Okay, never mind.
No.
All right.
Oh wait, I don't want the automatic rifle. You keep both of those.
All right, keep them both in the bed of the truck. I tell Corinne, hey, you know how to use one of these?
I've played paintball before.
Close enough. All right, let's go.
She's like, I don't know that it is. But she's like holding it. And she's just like, okay. So you've given Corinne this exceptionally deadly weapon. And she's just hanging out in the back of the truck.
It's gonna work out.
Oh, it always
I
does.
love how confident you are. What am I doing here? Okay.
Kiddo.
So you guys are heading out. The only real way to get out of here is to kind of head back to that road. This is, property is basically fenced in. That being said, you could drive the truck through the farm fence if you wanted to. Give that a shot.
Yeah, definitely. I got a multi-tool. Can I clip the fucking wire? Is it barbed wire? What is it?
Yeah. I mean, it's some of it's barbed wire, some of it's, some of it's timber fencing.
If we drive through it, it's gonna fucking pop a tire. So I want to get out with my multi-tool and clip the wire and see if I can like roll that shit back and create just a big enough space.
Okay.
Shouldn't take very long, I would think.
Yeah, and I mean, this is a pretty trivial task. So you hop out, snip, 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 and you pull back enough of the fence to be able to get a segment of it opened up for the truck to be able to go through. And you guys start heading north. I need somebody to give me, since Bunk is driving, Dorian, why don't you give me an observation roll? Or Silas, why don't you give me an observation roll?
Okay.
Since you're on a horse.
Does my stress play into this? Because I carried 2 stress from last time.
Yes, it does.
All right. Am I using any gear for this, or is this just like kind of scanning the area?
Just scanning the area.
All right. I got 1, 6, and no panic.
Okay. So you're kind of, as Bunk is cutting a hole in this fence, you don't see anything, but you do distinctly hear the sound of a vehicle that is not terribly far off in the distance, but it's far enough away that you don't see it yet.
Guys, I heard a vehicle off in the distance. I don't see anything yet, but we got to get going.
From behind us?
So if you guys are heading north, it's coming at you.
It's to the north.
So we're going right for it.
I mean, it's coming at. So you guys are headed north. It's coming at you from the northwest.
All right. Can we bank northeast?
Yeah, you can do whatever you want.
I say we bank northeast to at least there's a chance that they won't intercept us.
Okay. So you guys are going to heading out that way? Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so you guys start heading out, and I mean, there's no established road. You guys are basically just driving through this farm field, through the ranch land, Marv's property. Give me... I need Bunk to give me a mobility roll.
I always hit Bunk ability.
Because you're driving.
Who warned you? Gonna need these horses sooner rather than later.
Just nice.
Okay. So I mean, as much as it's, it's not worked land. I mean, it's just open field. It's not. You're not on a road. You're not on. You're not any sort of established. It's just rough land. And it's bouncing the fuck out of you. You do manage to avoid what was a giant ditch that was coming up on you. Navigate around that, and as you sort of crest one of these hills, you see off about 400 yards away a vehicle that distinctly looks like a personnel carrier that you saw at the Vanguard base, riding up on the road that leads up to the ranch.
Okay. I I signal. I kind of whistle and signal to Silas and Curt. I point over that they see him, and I keep pointing that we get the fuck out as far away from them because they don't see us yet, right? 400 yards away. We're at the crest of a hill, right?
Yeah.
So
I mean,
if we continue down the other side of the hill, they won't see us on the other side of the hill.
So the way to think about this is that the entire landscape that you guys are on right now is basically the side of a foothill in the Rockies, and so you are traversing laterally across the fall line. So you're on a hill, but if you come down on the other side of this hill, you're still in view of the road because it's looking uphill, if that makes sense, from where they are.
Okay. So there's no way to No, I mean, just keep going. There's either they detect us or they don't. There's no way to fucking camouflage the shit.
Right.
Other than stop so they don't detect movement and shut everything off. But there's nothing really around us to camouflage us, right? We can't stop and cover the fucking vehicle. We're not by trees or anything. We're in the middle of a field, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, uphill is the tree line is above you. You guys are out in a big open field. Uphill is the tree line. It's old forestry land.
Absolutely. I say we race for the tree line.
Okay. Let's see. Dorian and Silas, give me another observation roll.
I got 2 6s, no panic.
2 6s. Okay. Total of 4. Okay.
Just forget to roll my stress die.
So
Never forget.
as you guys are out navigating this field, you do distinctly see that the vehicle that you've been tracking, or it's been approaching you, it stops. It stops for a hot second. How many 6s did you? How many 6s did Silas get? 2? You both got 2? I'm gonna say Silas sees this just because you're outside, you're not in the truck. You do distinctly catch the glint of glass.
I say we got to turn away from them. I think I see what could be a scope training on us.
I'm sorry. Where did you see the glint?
The car stopped. I think there's a glint of a scope aiming in our direction.
The fuck are we gonna do? Keep going for the tree line,
Serpentine.
right?
Go for the tree line.
The standard Z pattern.
So
You zigzag.
out of nowhere, you just hear Curt say, "Yeah!" and he slaps the horse that he's riding on the ass, and he just starts breaking uphill. He starts taking off towards the tree line. And as he takes off, you hear the sound of a high-powered rifle.
Jesus.
And
Kirk is dead.
Nobody gets hit, but they Curt Curt, you can tell that they are firing at you. And Kurt's just like, "I'm out of here." And he like takes his horse and he just starts fucking off towards the tree line.
Yeah. I say we follow him towards the tree line. We can't. We're out in the fucking open. We're exposed. We got to get out of here, dude.
Okay.
You driving serpentine style?
Yeah.
Flip the truck.
Definitely serpentine. No, I'm going in a straight fucking line.
So they it's after that
I
first
duck.
shot, you hear the car fire back up, or the vehicle fire back up, and it is now approaching you. And in the cautious manner that it was driving up the road has been abandoned. It is now just full pursuit.
So I have a mirror. It's a little one, but
That shaving mirror?
yeah, can I like try and get the light to like shine at wherever the light was that was coming at us? Maybe try and like blind them or something.
I mean,
Shine it right at their fucking car.
whoever was yeah, I mean, you don't see that at this point. I mean, whoever had hopped out of the vehicle to shoot at you is back in the vehicle now, and they are headed towards you.
Okay.
I mean,
Just
You
shine
see
it
that
at their
again.
vehicle. That's not a bad idea. You can still blind those assholes. I don't know if it does anything, but it can't hurt.
it's a shaving mirror. It's not. It's not like Archimedes' sun laser. It's.
That's right.
Anyway,
Can I peel off a shot from horseback with a sniper rifle in their direction?
yeah. What do you want to do?
I also tell Corinne, start shooting at that fucking truck.
I would like
She's in the
to
back. She's
aim
like,
for the driver's side windshield.
okay.
Shoot at the driver, Corinne.
She's back there like trying to figure out how to do it. She's like looking down the barrel. I don't know if it's working.
She's gonna kill herself.
She's dead.
I got 2 6s, no panic.
2 6s. Okay. So yeah, you let loose with this sniper rifle, and it definitely you hit the target that you're aiming for. And what you see through the scope is the entire section about that big, just spiderweb across the passenger side windshield of that vehicle. But it is not slowed down. It is still heading directly at you. And at this point, it's about 250 yards away.
Okay. And
How far are we
So
from the
our-
tree line?
I mean, you're closer to it than they are to you.
does the truck, is it like, so it's like an older truck that, does it have like that middle sliding back window
Sure. Yes.
that all right, so I'd like to tell Corinne to give me the gun and to just cover her ears and watch Dorian be a hero again.
So she, like, as she hands it to you, she points it directly at you. She, like, hands you the
Jesus.
barrel. It's like, I don't know. I don't want this anyway.
That's not how you do it. And I do some little hand movements and take it. And then I like, and you said like 250?
Yeah. And at this point,
And I just want to shoot, like, it's fully auto, you said? Or is it like,
yeah, you could get like 3-round bursts out of it if you want.
okay, 3 numbers. Okay. Yeah, I just want to like try and like shoot at the tires, I guess.
Okay.
To try and like
I mean,
blow
it's-
them out.
It's like 200, again, it's like 250 yards away, and it's moving. So, yeah, make an attack roll. This would be a marksmanship roll.
Okay.
God. Just aim at the front of the fucking thing. Kill the goddamn driver.
Marcus would like to take this.
Don't those anti-personnel vehicles have like run flats?
I think they do now.
Yeah.
2 6s.
Roll some damage for me.
Hell yeah.
I mean, that
But
they would know better than we do. Do they have fucking run flats on them? I think a lot of those vehicles do, don't they?
Just roll a d6
yeah.
for me, Dorian.
just one.
Yeah. Okay. All right, yeah, so you see this thing, and it distinctly hits, like, you know, the 3-round burst. So, like, the headlight goes out. You can definitely see one of the bullets run into the front fender, but one of them does distinctly hit the tire. And it is still heading straight at you.
Probably does nothing. Yeah. It was worth a try.
For the shot, I yell, aim for the driver, and I got my foot to the pedal to the metal. I'm going as fast as this truck
So
can
now-
go straight to the tree line.
So now you're heading out. You step on the gas and you're heading to the tree line.
I have been heading for the tree. I never stopped heading for that tree line.
Oh,
He
okay.
stopped to take a shot. I haven't stopped to take a shot. We're still driving. He's opened up the window. Corinne is fumbling around. And
Oh, okay. I didn't realize
never
that.
stopped. Yeah, no,
okay.
I did not stop that fucking vehicle. I
Okay.
was like racing for that tree line.
So I need you to give me a mobility roll.
Again.
While he's doing that, Marcus uses his turn to aimlessly roll and bump around in the back here.
Perfect.
Corinne, hold his head steady.
Yes.
Nice.
That was me.
Oh,
Oh, damn.
Okay.
Yes.
nice.
So you fucking take off and you start heading out towards the tree line. They are coming in hot, but you manage to keep some distance between the two of them. And you hear another gunshot go off from them. And you hear the sound of 3 bullets, blah, 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 right, that go right into the tailgate of that truck.
Jesus.
I keep driving.
Keep driving. All right.
Marcus, you okay?
I'm not fucking stopping.
Yeah,
I just absorb a bullet and just keep
and
laying
you just
there.
hear
yeah.
Corinne screaming, "Oh my God!" So she gets down. She's like laying down in the back of the bed. Give me another mobility roll.
He's just gonna keep making
He's
me roll
doing it
till I
until you
fucking
don't
fail.
roll
I
a
understand
6.
what he's doing.
So here's what I'm going to tell you what's happening. You have to successfully outdrive them.
I have the transporter.
Yeah.
Jason Statham style.
Oh, shit. So you guys start heading towards the tree line, and you find a break in the field where you find this old forestry road. And it provides you a little bit of cover, and as they have to navigate around the to get onto this forestry road, they slow down a little bit, and you put some distance between the two of them. I'm assuming you guys are still just keep on keeping on.
Oh yeah, we're trying to get any sort of cover. Right now we're still wide open getting shot at.
Okay. So you guys are in the middle of, so now you guys are like almost to the tree line. And now instead of being on this field, you guys have made a way onto the like this forestry road. So it's a little bit more established. It's not just a big ass field. I need to give you another mobility roll.
The horses are still
No
coming
way,
with us,
Bunk's
too.
It's like 4 mobility rolls in a row. I got 4 dice, everyone. 4.
I'm only rolling whatever
Oh,
you
and a
roll.
stress die. I keep forgetting I got a stress die too.
Never forget.
Ooh.
Fail.
Oh. So whatever distance you put between them, they make back up. And then you're going to hear another shot go off.
I'd like to also take a shot at them.
Okay. So you hear another round of another burst, 3-round burst from basically you're guessing the same automatic rifle that you have, and this time runs right up the side panel on the bed of the truck. Bah, 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 bah. Corinne lets out another scream, but they close in a little bit closer on you. Go ahead with Silas wants to take a shot.
Yes. Same spot as last time. Hopefully, there's a giving point.
So are you firing while you're on the horse?
Fuck yeah.
Okay.
I'm a
So-
cowboy.
Because you're on a moving object, a horse no less, firing at a moving target, you're going to take a -3 penalty to this roll.
He's 1/18th Native American. Does that
Oh. Take away
Factor
3
in.
dice.
Yeah, take away 3 dice.
All right.
1/32nd Mongolian as well? So I don't know.
I
if
got
that,
2 6s, no panic.
2 6s, shit.
Nice.
Where are
Dude.
you aiming?
Silas.
not the racial bonuses here. Whatever. Okay.
I was aiming for the same spot where I saw the spider crack before.
Oh,
Okay, so you hit the same spot. miraculously, despite the fact that you're on a fucking horseback shooting at a moving vehicle, you still let loose with this shot, and it hits the exact same spot. And this time, you can tell like the windshield caves in on that side, and you see the vehicle just kind of like fishtail for a second.
Hell yeah.
1, 2,
It's like
3.
fancy blood.
Oh no! He's gonna push that.
No.
Oh shit!
Nice.
Fuck yeah.
So the driver of the vehicle, it starts like this bullet comes in through the passenger side window. Vehicle starts to fishtail a little bit, and then it gets sideways on itself, and then it just fucking flips and starts going, just rolling over on itself. You guys are up on a sort of an embankment, and it gets to this embankment, it just sort of fucking rolls down the side of this hill. So you guys managed to not just shake him, but fucking flip the vehicle and sent it rolling down an old forestry roll hill.
I slam on the brakes. And I turn and I go back to, if you said it went down an embankment,
Yeah.
I go to like the top of that embankment and stop and throw that shit in park and hop out of the car because I want to like see. And I get out my fucking sniper rifle
Mhm.
and I wait to see if anybody fucking gets out, like dazed trying to get out of that
Yeah.
vehicle.
I just ride up and I'm like, did you see that?
Did you see?
That was grand as hell, Silas.
I did not. No.
You did. Marcus is just peacefully sleeping in the back. So you get
I'd
there.
like to respect Marcus for extra bullet wounds that he may have incurred.
He's got bullet wounds into the bottom of his feet. So you get to the edge and you look over, and the personnel carrier it's on its side. Like it's clearly rolled over a couple of times and it's on its side. You can see one person was thrown clear, but they're crushed underneath the vehicle. Another person is just sort of hanging out the windshield, and that's all you see immediately.
I wait.
Are they? So they're like what, like 50 yards away, 100 yards away?
No, I mean, if you guys stopped at the edge of the embankment, they're like 200 feet away.
I wait.
Okay.
I say, I think it's a personnel carrier. There's more than 2 fucking people in that thing.
Yeah, I mean, that's a safe assumption. So as it's sitting there, electrical wiring is sort of hanging, and then a small fire starts in the front cabin of the vehicle.
All right.
And you don't hear anything yet. Are you still waiting?
We're 200 feet away. That's a safe distance.
Yeah. Fire in the cabin starts to get a little larger. The smoke is black as it starts consuming some of the fabric that's covering the seats and such. But now, like, black smoke is billowing out.
I wait for a slow motion turnaround right as I think it's about to explode, so that I can do a walk away as it explodes behind me.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, the fire gets a little bit more extreme. Smoke is just pouring out of the cabin at this point, and now you do hear the sound of like panicked voices, but panicked in a way where it's like, oh my god, I can't get out, I'm terrified, and I think this is gonna be how I die. Are you waiting for a dramatic moment to have your cinematic event?
I slowly sling my sniper rifle across my back, cold face, and I turn around and I whisper, "Transporter," and I walk away
And
real slow.
As soon as you start walking away, the entire personnel carrier just explodes. There's a great big fireball that just erupts from behind you. Wind sort of pushes past you. Your clothes sort of ripple with the effect of the blast.
I'm walking in slow motion. Like, there's no camera tricks. I'm just like walking in slow motion, just hoping that people see me walk in slow motion.
It's like that scene in well, never mind. Everything, yeah. So personnel carrier. I don't think you have to worry about anybody in there. If they survived, they're certainly not looking for you at this point.
All right.
Let's
Takes
move out.
care of that.
Okay.
And I look at Silas. I'm like, great shot.
Yeah. I gotta update my notes. I forgot where we're at.
I look at Corinne and I'm like, we need to teach you how to shoot a fucking gun. And then I hop back in the driver's seat and I say we continue heading for the tree line. We're out in the open still. In the woods, we can at least find food, find shelter, get a little rest. I got fucking stressed out. We need to make camp up there.
Yeah, and like to be clear, like the road that you're on, it's not a road that leads to towns. This is like an old road that like loggers would have used to move timber in and out. So if you want to keep heading on this, you're more than happy to. Okay.
I think that's the way to go.
Okay. So you guys keep following this forestry road, and it takes you, it takes you deeper into this this wooded area. You follow this road for about, I'd say, 30 or 45 minutes until you get kind of up to where there's like a summit area where the road just sort of stops, and you get to kind of looks like an old logging encampment. I gotta look up my notes for this place.
Encampment, huh? So is there like a log cabin or some shit? Or just like
a log cabin? No, there's no cabin.
An encampment. I'm trying to think, is it just like an old campsite? Or like, is there any sort of actual building?
There's kind of it's not really it's more like a place where they would have worked as opposed to like lived. Okay. But you see,
is there
like
a roof?
There is no like there's no building here. Okay. I mean, what you do see, it's just a bunch of like skeletal beetle kill pine, and mostly what you see is just old equipment. There's like a bulldozer that's got like the tracks that are sort of like they're kind of shot and falling off. There's a half-loaded timber truck. Different signs like that. But like a lot of like logging equipment, but not like a structure per se.
Bulldozer's pretty cool. Not that we could make it run again, but if we could, that'd be rad. Anyway, I think I'm pretty beat up. Everybody else is obviously, Marcus is beat to shit. Like, we need to make camp and see if we can't like rest up and get him better. We need to hunt. I know we're not super far away. I know we need to put more distance in between here and there, but fuck, I think we have dissuaded the Vanguard from chasing after us for a bit. And if they want to come after us, fuck, I mean, I don't think we have a choice. What do you think, Silas? What do you think, Dorian?
Are we sure those were Vanguards? I did a pretty good job on the radio. I don't think they were after us. But whoever they were, I don't think they're going to come for us anymore. I don't think we need to hunt, though, because we did get a bunch of food from their smoke. Not the people meat, but the like bear meat and stuff. We did get some of that.
We still got that? We threw it in the truck?
Oh,
yeah, everybody took. I think we all bumped up our meal ration by one or something like that.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So I'm really looking forward to a bunk stew.
Let's do it. That's exactly what this group needs.
Okay.
Then I start like mumbling to Corinne. So what you need? you're making stew. It's about timing. It's about taking the time. Don't rush it. You need.
Yeah. So
Ryan, you're muted.
You're muted, Ryan.
I wouldn't say anything.
The other Ryan.
Me,
Well,
I was muted.
well,
Yeah. So I need somebody to give me a survivor roll to make camp.
I got it. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8. Got one.
That's a
Yeah,
6.
one. Sweet. Okay. Yeah. So you there's plenty of place to make camp. There's actually remnants of an old fire ring. And as you're kind of surveying the area, you notice that there's like a moose carcass kind of on the off skirts. There's a couple of crows that are picking at the body. But closer to where your central camp is, you see that there's like a mess kit. There's like a metal dish sitting on a stump, like somebody had used this as a seat before. There's the remnants of an unfinished meal in this little dish. And as you're looking around the campsite, you, like I said, you notice a lot of the old logging equipment. One of the couple of things that you find, aside from the broken down bulldozer and the truck, you did find a chainsaw and a giant like woodcutter's axe. But these are just the things that you kind of notice and find as you're setting up the camp, which you do successfully.
I would like to exchange. I pick up this giant woodcutter's axe and like look at my bat, and I drop my bat and I take this giant woodcutter's axe.
What is Bunk's strength?
Oh. 4.
So Bunk picks this up, and as much as he admires the fact that this is a fucking gnarly weapon, he realizes that maybe in my age, the strength required to wield this weapon effectively I just don't have it anymore. Maybe I'll stick to sniper rifles.
I swing it around, but then like as I swing it, like for like a test swing, I like whirl myself around like a cartoon, and like I fling it out of my hands, and I'm like, I look around and see if anybody saw it, and then I pick my bat up and put it back in the thing. I'm like, super cool axe here, cool axe.
All right, so you guys did make camp. I'm assuming some of you guys are going to want to. I'm assuming at some point you guys are going to want to rest. Marcus has got some pretty significant injuries to heal up from.
Do we still have like a med kit? Do we still have anything cool from? All right.
Yeah, Grace. Grace gave you that med kit from a couple sessions ago.
Morphine and penicillin. So, like, it can help
Lay it
for
on me.
infections and pain.
Well, right now we got to fix that kneecap. So I don't know how the fuck we fix this kneecap. It's just a thing that he rolls for. Or is it something we can help with?
Yeah, I mean, go ahead.
So I rolled an 11 on the critical injury thing. So it says in the book right here, if you roll, someone wants to heal me, and I've lost my place because I've been fucking around while y'all have been doing this. You can stabilize the critical injuries by doing a healing roll. Takes the same amount of time to form as the time limit of your critical injury, which is 11. But if you succeed, the time of your critical injury increases by 1 tier, which I don't understand fully, but
yeah,
when it decreases. So if somebody's got a higher, like a good healing, they've only got to beat an 11. So right,
My healing is hit.
Yeah.
It's my healing 6 d6, but
My healing
can't heal.
sucks.
myself.
No, I mean it's the 11 is not this isn't D&D. It's not a DC. And so basically what it's saying is that your healing time is measured in days. So if somebody performs a successful healing roll on you, it would go from 11 days to 11 shifts. So 4, 8. So it would go from 11 days to 8. Basically 2.5 days. That's what it means when it says that goes up 1 tier.
Can I splint? Can Bunk just like find sticks and fucking splint his leg?
Yeah, I mean,
at least give him some mobility or give him some of his.
Mechanically, it's the same thing, but like narratively, you can like if what you guys want to just tell me how you if what you plausibly think you could do to help Marcus, and then we'll roll for this.
He got a shattered fucking kneecap. So
if you could hit me with the morphine before you do anything, I'd be okay with that.
He also took some shrapnel from like wood fragments.
Yeah.
So like, I mean, the plausibility of him needing penicillin to prevent an infection, I would say all of these things play. So if you need to make a medicine roll, use the penicillin, the med kit to give yourself a +2 bonus on that base die.
Yeah, I would my base on healing would be 2 empathy plus 1 healing, so I am not the person for this job.
I think
5
Dorian,
altogether.
doesn't Dorian have the biggest? I don't know.
Balls?
Dorian's
My
got the hand, so I
my
feel like if I
empathy is
lend him my
3.
multi-tool to get the shrapnel out, I feel like that's our best bet. He's got the steadiest, quickest, nimblest hands of the group.
Yeah, I mean
That's for surgery.
we're just talking about like a medicine roll at this point, like a healing roll.
I mean, I'm matched with Silas. I've got 3 empathy and 0 on healing, so mine would be the same as that.
The same. You know what? I got that, but I have my multi-tool, so I had to. You know what? That gives me 3 plus 2. I got 5. I'll do it. Shit, I'll do it.
Okay.
I'll do it. And so Bunk goes out into the fucking woods.
Plus the medicine or whatever is a bonus to the healing rolls, or no?
I mean, it's going to be a +2 either way. I don't know if it'd be a plus. Fuck it. Yeah, it'll be a +4 altogether.
Okay. So my
Dorian looks
3.
at Bunk and he says, "It's just like skinning a coyote."
Skinning a coyote.
Jesus. Don't tell me that. And then I fucking stress die because I'm still all stressed out.
Oh yeah.
Oh, 6 on the
Yes.
stress die, but I got successes on the other shit. Does that matter?
Yeah.
Everything matters.
Yeah, it all matters. Yeah, so I mean, between the 3 successes, I would say Marcus can roll for roll d6.
Okay, let's see here. Fucking hate IMAX. Fucking useless.
What?
It's a fucking computer. I hate it.
Oh.
That's a 3.
Okay.
See
So
what the
you're gonna have to
physical is.
spend.
Theaters.
Yeah, now you takes you 3 years to heal. So you're gonna have to spend this shift resting, but at the end of this shift you'll restore 3 hit points. Actually 4, because you would automatically heal 1 plus the additional 3.
I will go back to silencing myself.
But to that end, you guys successfully outran the Vanguard that were in pursuit. You've got to made your way to this logging encampment. Managed to patch up Marcus. How do you want to spend this time?
I'm making stew. I'm simmering all the shit that we took from the smokehouse.
Okay.
Like, we are just relaxing. I'm just kind of catching up with Corinne. I got to pee real bad. In real life, IRL. Not Bunk.
Okay.
And then, yeah, I feel like that's what we're doing. We want to take like a quick pee break while we're all resting up at the fire.
I mean, I'm fine with that.
All right.
Ryan,
Yeah.
before you go, just want to ask, so you said I'll heal 4 at the end of this session or at the end of this like long rest?
The end of this long rest.
Okay, and by doing so, I'll go from 0 health to 4. Does that make me? I'm still 4. Yeah, so, but I'm still like my movement's halved because of the injury.
Yep.
But I can still help out. I can actually.
Yeah, you'll be
play.
you'll yes, yeah, you're not incapacitated. You're still going to have a problem with your knee.
Yeah.
That'll linger for a bit, but yeah, you'll be up and around. You'll be mobile. You'll just be half as mobile.
My reason was for asking was, can I heal myself, because my healing is 6d6. So if we're not in combat or anything, can I also like try to help myself, or no?
No, I mean the benefit that you've already got. So the construct of a healing roll is to stabilize critical injuries, which is they've already done. So
Yeah.
I would say you've already gotten the benefit from a healing roll that you would get. The healing time, that's just how long it takes your body to physically recover from having taken a giant chunk of shrapnel in the knee.
Okay, so my critical injury, again, I rolled an 11. With what he did, I know you said I'm gaining 4 health points, but does that knock down the healing time at all, or is it still going to be 11?
It was going to be 11 days. Now it's going to be 11 shifts. So that'll be
Okay.
4 shifts in a day, so 8, basically 2.5 days.
Yeah, okay. All right, thanks, dude.
Yeah, all right. We're going to take a break. We'll take like a 5-minute. We'll be right back. I'm sorry, did you say you offered marijuana to Corinne?
Marijuana?
I mean, it is Colorado. She kind of looks at you coyly and she's like, I shouldn't.
It's been a long day, Corinne. She used to have a little puff off of devil's grass.
So she's like, yeah, maybe. So Dorian.
Oh my God. Tell me about your fixation with Dorian. How the hell you know this character?
You've never heard of him? The Dorian Danger?
I have been literally in a bunker, ma'am.
Dorian's loving this conversation.
Yeah, he pretends that he can't hear. He pretends that he's not listening, but he's like so listening right now.
His passive perception is like a million.
He's just playing with his cards by himself, but like, what is she saying about me? What is she saying?
So Corinne basically tells this story about like, I was 12 years old and I saw Dorian perform at a high school pep rally and I was blown away, and I knew then that I wanted to dedicate my life to the study of prestidigitation.
Some magic. All right, that's cool. That's cool. Hey, why don't you study this stew real quick and see how you feel about it? And then I give her this bowl of stew.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, I dedicated my life to the study of gently heating cubes of meat and assorted vegetables in broth to create this magnificent thing.
And she's like, yeah, cool. So Dorian, how did you make that whole basketball disappear?
Basketball?
Yeah, it was at a high school basketball pep rally, and you did this thing where you just like suddenly it just like disappeared.
Oh, that was it's kind of rude to ask a magician how they do their tricks.
Yeah, but I'm not
Especially-
I'm one of you. Like I'm a magician. So this is like, it's not like, who are you trying to impress? These guys? Like I am a student of your
pop
art.
up right behind. I pop up like over his shoulder with the marijuana. I'm like, she's one of you, Dorian. She's one of you. So it's fine.
That is, so how old is Corinne?
24.
Look here, Corinne. How long have you been in the game?
Well, I mean, things kind of fell to shit shortly after the pep rally, so there weren't really available venues to perform. So, like, I don't know, from age 12 to 13, maybe even 14, I was really in it.
So the thing about magic is it's about the hunt to figure out how to amaze the uninitiated. And so I would still consider you an uninitiated. So I
I'm
think
not sure you're listening to the story I'm telling you. I saw you perform and spent my life from age 12 to 13 and a half deeply involved in the study of magic.
The window keeps getting smaller.
no, no, Corinne, I get that. I truly do. And I'm glad that I am the one that influenced you into these arts, but I would gladly take you as an apprentice to show you my tricks, but I can't just give out my tricks willy-nilly. Like, they have to be trusted with.
You can trust me.
How can I trust? I just met you, Corinne.
I am your biggest fan.
Okay.
She looks at Bunk. She's like, maybe his only fan. Am I right?
13 and a half. I mean, you basically dedicated your whole life.
All right. So the trick, I'll give you this one freebie, but after that, no more questions.
She's like, I'm ready.
It wasn't a real basketball.
What?
Yeah. It was a collapsible ball.
You can see like the gears turning in her head. And just the notion that it wasn't even a real basketball has just collapsed her entire cognitive ability. She's just like, it wasn't even real. And she just sort of like throws her hands up in the air in disbelief and wanders off to sort of ponder this entire scenario. She puts the stew back down on the stump that she was using as a seat. She just kind of wanders off. She's muttering to herself, not even a real basketball.
And then Dorian goes up to Bunk and grabs some stew, and he's like, it was a real ball, but I just didn't want to tell her.
While this is going on, I would like to search the perimeter. You said there was some evidence of other people maybe having used this site.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to take Curt for a little walk. Like, hey, Curt, come on.
Oh yeah, Curt.
I
I forgot he was.
I want to make sure this is secure.
Forgot all about her.
Walk the perimeter with me.
Okay, so Kurt's like, yeah, I mean, what do you need me to do, boss?
Just keep your eyes open. Like when we came in, we saw there was evidence of people having used this site. I don't know how recent it was, but kind of help me look around and figure out if this is secure. But I also wanted to ask you, I mean, we only met, what's his name, Sullivan?
Yeah.
We only met Sullivan the one time. I don't really know much about him. I mean, he seemed brash, but why are you so eager to get away?
Well, you met him.
While they're talking, I walk up and I hand Curt a bowl of stew as well. Are they kind of like talking by the fire a little bit?
No, they're like doing a perimeter sweep. Or at least that's how I understand it.
I'm nowhere near them then. Never mind.
Okay.
Damn.
Kurt's just sort of like, you met him. I mean, did he seem like the kind of guy that you would want to spend a lot of time with?
I mean, not in particular, but my group and I are kind of, not tied to a specific area. That's why it was a little weird going into Fraser, seeing all those people, um, blockades everywhere. I don't know. I'm more of a fan of being out in the open like this. I was just curious as to why you were so eager to get away. Hoping to hear a little bit of a story. You're not giving me much here, Curt. What's going on?
Well, I mean, I kind of told you a little bit, but like, I never wanted to be in the Vanguard to begin with. But my parents were in that, and there was this sort of like this expectation where my dad basically was like, "Oh, you're no son of mine," kind of like forced me into it. I wasn't very good at things when I got into basic training, but everybody knew who my dad was, so I ended up as like Sullivan's valet. But I don't want any of that life. And
Your
then
dad
you
an
guys
officer or
showed up.
something?
Yeah, for a while. He died. But like, that was sort of my escape. Now that he's gone, there's nothing keeping me there. And then you guys show up. You got this plan about like you're gonna smuggle yourselves into Canada, get the fuck out of this place. That sounded a little bit more my speed.
You have an eerily similar background to me there, Curt.
Really?
Yeah, my parents were Vanguard too. I got out of that life when I felt I could. Just left home one day.
So you know. That's why we got to get out of here. That's why I was so intrigued. You guys said you were going to Canada. What, the Russian guy? Where's he at?
Sadly, he fell in the last battle at the ranch.
Does he still have a plan? I mean, do you guys know what his whole thing was?
He ain't got no plan anymore. He's gone.
So you guys aren't going to
Um,
Canada?
well, we're headed north, so we'll see what's next. Sullivan mentioned something about people in Boulder. Do you know anything about what the people in Boulder do?
No. I haven't had a whole lot of experience outside of life in the Vanguard.
How'd you take out those two guys then? Like, if you didn't do well in basic, like you don't
Well,
seem like a stone cold killer.
you'd be surprised how motivated you can be when you find an opportunity for freedom.
Not as surprised as you might think.
Anyway, I saw my chance and I took it. They did. First of all, they didn't know I was there. Second of all, they radically underestimated me when they first noticed I was there. They were scared, but then when they saw that it was me, they were sort of like, "Oh, Curt," and then I let them have it.
Well, I'm sorry you had to do that. That's
I'm not.
never fun taking a life.
So what are we looking for?
Just any signs of people, out in the woods here, sneaking up on us.
So he kind of runs around. He like looks around. He runs over to this pile of wood and he comes back and he's like, "Found this." And it's like this chainsaw. The blade, the chain blade's been completely removed, so it's just the saw body. He's like, "I think people were here. Like, there's a lot of signs of people having been here. But I don't see anything in terms of people still here. In fact, it looks kind of like," he kind of points at the stump where I described the metal dish. He's like, "Almost looks like everybody ran in a hurry."
Yeah, maybe they did. That stew's smelling pretty good. You want to go get some?
Sure.
All right. We go get stew.
Cool. All right. So, yeah. Curt and Silas come back to the campsite, so to speak. It's late in the evening at this point. You would estimate about another maybe 45 minutes of daylight left. Is there anything you guys want to do before we move into the evening?
No, I check on Marcus and make sure he's all right. He went through like picking shrapnel out and a whole bunch of shit, and I'm just making sure, check on his breathing, make sure he's still alive. And is he conscious at all?
Yeah, I mean, he's stable as far as you can tell.
I was gonna say if he's conscious, I would ask him if, hey buddy, you want a little bit of stew? Can you hold down anything?
Stew sounds stupendous.
Stupendous.
Hey buddy, I know you weren't trying to make a pun right there, but it was fucking spectacular. And I love you for it. Here you go. Here's some stew. A for effort. Give him a little stew.
So
Bunk's pretty high at this point. He's like, I think you're stupendous.
So did Bunk make stew for everyone?
Mhm.
All right, then what's your food diet right now?
D12.
So if you made food for everybody, just go ahead and drop that down to D10.
Okay. Trying to be a morale booster there.
Yeah. Hey Matt, I think
asked-
your mic might be creating a ton of static.
My mic is?
Not you, McFarland. There it goes. Perfect. Cool. Yeah, it's just sort of like cutting in and out with general static. There, it's quiet now. Anyway, so the evening is sort of coming to a close. Bunk has fed everybody. Curt has explained his origin story in the Vanguard to Silas. Dorian conferred a bit of magical insight to Corinne. Marcus is stable. Are you guys ready to sort of rest for the day?
Yeah.
You guys kind of went through a lot. Went through a giant battle,
All day.
and another giant battle. Then you had to run from people who were pursuing you. So if you guys are going to take a rest, I need somebody to give me... who's going to take first watch?
Not I. Bunk needs a fucking rest, man. Dorian?
I'm gonna bow out.
Dorian will gladly take first watch.
Okay. All right, so everybody else is going to rest for this shift?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, Dorian, give me an observation roll.
Serve and report.
Oh, no. Okay.
So I did a 1 on the stress. Isn't that something?
Yeah, that means you panicked.
Of course.
We're gonna play this out. So, because there's a reason you're gonna panic.
Fucking wolves or Sea Rexes.
C-Rex. Before you do anything else, give me a roll a D6 for me. Okay. 2. Oh no, that's 6. 6. Okay. So, first few hours of the watch go by, and off in the distance, you hear the distinct sound of wolves howling. And as much as that instills a sense of panic in you, like your heart starts beating really heavily. You manage to kind of keep your shit together, but you're a little unsettled. But you definitely hear the sound of wolves off in the distance.
Yeah, I go straight to my best friend Bunk and I wake him up. I shake him. I'm like, it's wolves.
Whoa.
I heard wolves. No joke.
You sure?
100%.
Well, do I have any? I mean, did I even get half rest? Did I get any fucking rest at all?
Sure.
I'm like, okay. Well, normally wolves are just after some food when we got a bunch of stew over here. I will keep watch and make sure if they come any closer, I'll just give them some food. They're just big old dogs. You just fucking feed them all and they'll get the hell out of there. They're just looking for food, man. They know if they follow camps, they'll get some.
If Marcus is as hurt as he is, would he like hearing? Would he be able to hear this at all?
Yeah. I mean, you could hear it. I mean, most of you guys were asleep, but
Can I just kind of like mutter, hopefully loud enough for them to hear him? Like, be loud, be loud. Like the noise will scare him off.
So Dorian hears that and he's like, just to relay, he wants to make sure Bunk heard that too. He's like, Bunk, we have to howl. And so Dorian just starts howling like a wolf.
No.
I don't think that's what he meant. I think we just need to be loud. And so I guess I'll just be up and I'll tell you a really loud story. And I'm telling you a really loud story about the best stew I ever made. And while I'm doing that, I'm like whacking a stick on a log that we were sitting on.
Okay.
And I'm just telling a really loud story. I mean, I'm hoping the other people don't wake up because I want them to get a thing, but I'm just like telling a loud story, blatantly loud, so that blah, 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 blah. I'm talking about stew and I'm hitting a fucking log with a big ass stick.
Mm-hmm.
And
every
Dorian's
time I pause for a
intermittently, every time he pauses, Dorian howls. It's like, I think it's working. I think it's working.
You got howling that's not a great idea. And then I keep whacking the thing, and I'm listening in between. I'm trying to hear if I hear the wolves like any closer or any. Because I'm waiting to get visual.
How long have you been going on this story about stew?
5 minutes.
5 minutes. Okay.
Yeah.
Give me an observation roll.
Okay. Do I still have a stress die or is it gone yet?
Yeah, I would say you guys all were able to relieve stress. Okay.
All right.
So you do kind of hear something out in the woods. You hear like a twig snap.
What direction? And how close? Ish.
Within 100 feet. And we'll say that the clearing is a bit of a circle, but it's coming from 12 o'clock.
I look in that direction.
Uh-huh.
I kind of like try to zero in kind of where I heard it from.
Mm-hmm.
And I take some of the meat that I still have from the smokehouse. So I understand I'm going to lower my dice level, but I take a big ass fucking chunk of meat
Yeah.
and I walk about 20 paces
Yeah.
out directly towards that.
Mhm.
And I throw the fucking thing of meat out in that direction.
So you do.
And I turn around and come back.
You throw the meat out in that direction, and as soon as that meat lands, you hear skittering sounds, like something scattering. And within a matter of 10 seconds, 3 deer come rushing through the campsite.
That's awesome. Are they, by rushing through, like they're going to trample my comrades?
No, they're deer. They're not going to... These aren't moose or anything. These are just like little white-tailed deer.
All right.
And they just rush through. They don't stop. They're not like hanging out. They rush in through from the outskirts where the woods are, and they just run through camp, and then they fuck off.
Should we maybe just let them do that, because we were just making a bunch of noise and we don't know if there was another garrison, or not garrison, but if there was another like car following what we just escaped. Like, I would say shoot one of the deer, but do we want to make noise or not?
We ain't saying shit. You're unconscious.
No, he's not. He's stable.
Oh,
I'm just
I thought you were still out. I didn't know you were. All right, you're
He's
back
just
to
hobbled is all.
live.
yeah, I can't move very well, but
You're awake now? You're back with us?
I believe so.
Okay.
I think I was told I was awake. I'm just, for the next like 2.5 days, my movement is cut in half.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not saying you are awake. You asked if you would have heard the wolves, and so if that was what you wanted to hear, then it would have woken you up. So if what you would rather is to stay asleep, then you can be asleep.
No, I mean I think Marcus would be able to deal with the pain accordingly
Okay.
with someone's injury, but he'd also, like, he's not going to be as loud and like talking as loud as everybody, but cognitively, is he like, okay, we made some noise to scare the wolves away. Do we want to make more noise in case there's anything else out here, because everything's trying to kill us, to shoot a deer for meat? Is all I'm asking.
We got plenty of meat. Don't
Okay.
you worry about that. We'll get meat when the time comes.
So let the deer run through, and maybe if anybody's or anything's close enough to hear us, maybe they think it's just a deer and they don't come looking.
We got plenty of food. Just let them go. Hopefully the damn wolves chase the deer. You know? Like, they're not after us. They're after some damn deer.
Yep. That is a sound plan. So things kind of quiet down. There's a bit of a hubbub for a second, but the deer rush through the camp. Things seem to be relatively calm at this point. Do we want to keep the watch arrangement the same?
I'm gonna go back to bed if Bunk decides that he doesn't hear any wolves or anything like that. He's gonna go right back to sleep. He's still tired as shit, a little high.
Okay.
Yeah, Dorian will say, like, I'll howl if there's any trouble.
Don't help.
Right.
Just wake us up.
Okay. Aye, boss.
All right. So everybody kind of like makes their way back to bed. Night is quiet and uneventful. Give me another observation roll. I thought you panicked again.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, so a couple hours go by, and you start to hear a distinct tromping sound out in the woods.
A distinct tromping sound.
Tromping, something bigger than the deer.
Big.
At least the footprints, the stride sounds like it's bigger than the deer. And it sounds like it is running.
Okay, yeah. He's gonna run back over to Bunk and just like shake him again. And it's like, now there's something even bigger in the woods. Stomping and tromping, and it's moving pretty quick.
Sounds like a deer, or like bigger than a deer.
Oh yeah, this is way bigger than deer. It might be an elephant or
A
something
Yeti?
of that size. Yeah, Sasquatch.
All right. I kind of asked, what direction did you hear it in?
And I point in the direction that I heard it.
So as soon as you
Okay.
point in that direction, you see coming out of the woods a person just running. And as he gets to your camp, he seems incredibly shocked that you're there. But then he just spends a split second being shocked and then just says, "Get ready."
Get ready. Jesus.
Immediately, he pulls out, he sleeps with that fucking nine.
Wake everybody up.
I pull out, I say, who the fuck are you? Get down on the goddamn ground.
As soon as he's like, "We don't have time for this shit. Just get ready." And then
Dorian.
as soon as you
He's
try and
coming.
ask
Dorian wakes
another
up.
question, you hear more wolves howling in the background.
I hear the fucking wolves, and I yell, wake up, everybody. Wake up, wake up, wake up, everybody.
I'm up.
And I still
I'm up.
keep this fucking guy at gunpoint, though.
What's up?
Nice. This motherfucker
Wolves.
just barged into our camp.
And
And
while
we got
Bunk
some
is giving
wolves.
this explanation, you hear the sound of more wolves replying to that initial call, and they are much closer.
What the fuck?
Let's get in
And
the
this
truck.
guy, he doesn't even give a shit about Bunk. Bunk's got a gun on him. He's like telling everybody whatever he's saying, but like this guy does not give a shit about Bunk. He is scanning the woods.
Is that bulldozer enclosed? What about the logging truck?
The enclosed? Sure.
Enclosed. Can you open it and shut? I mean, like, does it look like? Are there giant holes in the windows, or are they missing windows, or yada yada? Is it
No,
an
it's
enclosed
enclosed.
cabin?
I mean, it's an enclosed
close
cabin,
is
but like, I mean, it's enclosed cabin for one operator.
All right. I yelled at everybody inside the vehicles. Somebody cram in all the fucking vehicles you can if there's wolves coming.
How close is that chainsaw?
Doesn't have a chain.
It
Doesn't have a chain.
doesn't have a chain on it.
I run for the bulldozer because it's just one.
Okay.
I run for the bulldozer to take that option and see if I can open that door and get in there and shut the door.
Okay. I mean, you do. I mean, it just it's not locked. You can just run over there, you climb in, and you can close the door.
All right. I yell at everybody, get in the goddamn vehicles.
I climb up on the bulldozer on the opposite side of whatever the door was that
Uh-huh.
Bunk was on, and I take just a firing position with the sniper rifle ready, scanning the area.
Okay. What are the rest of you guys doing?
I'm hopping in the truck, and I'm I guess I've got my pistol just like out the back of that back window or whatever.
Okay. Okay.
Can I observe the guy that ran up in there, what is he dressed like?
I mean, he's just dressed in like jeans and a blue puffy jacket. He's got boots on.
He doesn't look like straight up Vanguard dress.
No.
Okay, all right.
Nope.
Marcus, are you able to get into a cover of some sort? Do you need help?
Oh shit.
Marcus has a bum leg. He can barely walk.
If I'm still in like the back of the truck or the vehicle we were doing, I'm just going to like get low and ready my hunting rifle towards the hatch or the tailgate.
There's an extra fucking automatic rifle in the back of that truck.
Oh yeah, fuck! I'll grab that if I can.
Grab that.
Okay.
I need to look up the stats on that.
It's not in the book.
There are no stats. He just made it up. It's
Okay,
badass.
so-
It kills lots of things.
I'm just going to say I've got it, and it's going to hit every time I shoot.
Okay, so Bunk is in the bulldozer. Dorian said you ran to the truck. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Corinne is going to hop into the truck with you in the passenger side.
Yeah, she is.
So that leaves Marcus and this stranger looking for cover.
Curt?
Oh, and Curt.
Yeah.
Curt, yeah. Marcus,
First
the stranger, and Curt looking for cover. So tell me what you're gonna do.
I thought I was still in the back of the truck. Like, did they pull me out of the back of the truck?
You're in the bed of the truck, is what you're saying.
Yeah,
still in the back of the truck with the gun,
Okay.
the assault rifle.
Yeah, I don't think they ever moved me out of there. Like, I think Bunk brought me the stew, and I'm still like after he splinted my leg, but I don't think I ever got out of the truck.
Okay.
He ain't ever leaving the goddamn truck till he can walk again.
So, Curt like nudges the stranger, and he's like, "Let's head to the truck, the big truck." So he points at the timber truck, and the two of them take off for the truck. Curt hops in, yanks the driver's side door open. The stranger runs around the front, and as he runs around the front, you just hear him scream, "Ah!" And then you just hear his screams change from screams to a guttural sound of him choking on his own blood.
I yell, "Silas, cover me." I open the door of the fucking bulldozer and I run back to the back of the truck where Marcus is.
Okay. So Marcus and Bunk are in the back of the truck. Just want to make sure.
Out of the truck, yeah.
Dorian and Corinne are in the front. Yeah. And Silas is on the
Bulldozer.
outside of the bulldozer. Okay. I need.
You're muted, Matt.
You're muted.
Oh, yeah, on top of the bulldozer. But as I'm watching Bunk go, now there's room in the cab, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, you're gonna hop inside. Okay.
Guess so.
All right. Let's see. I need. Hold on.
So much more fun not being incapacitated.
Yeah, I'll bet. I need Bunk and Dorian both to give me observation rolls.
Bunk.
Come on, boys.
Damn
Yeah,
it,
boy.
another panic.
Wait, I got 2 6s. Can I pass one on to him? No?
No, these are individual rolls. They happen simultaneously, these things. So Dorian, you are sort of give me roll me another d6.
I have my 9mm ready, by the way. Whenever I'm this close, I got it in hand.
Okay. What was the roll on that D6 there, Dorian?
Two.
Shane? 2.
2.
Okay. So as much as you're aware that you are now hiding in the cab of a truck from 3 wolves that are stalking you, you still manage to keep your shit together. Bunk. But you don't see anything. You're just too busy like hyperventilating and contemplating your life decisions. Bunk, what you see on the far side of the big timber truck where Curt and the stranger were headed, you distinctly see the outline of a wolf that is slinking towards the tail end of that truck, making its way towards the bulldozer.
Of the timber truck making its way towards the bulldozer where Silas is.
Yes.
It's nighttime. I wouldn't be able to see very well through a fucking sniper rifle.
No, your character's got dark vision. You're good. Keep going.
I got my 9mm, and I'll just. Oh, you know what? I say, Marcus, give me that, and I grab the automatic rifle from him, and I quickly fucking raise it, ready it, and fire off a burst at that wolf creeping up.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a marksmanship roll.
Yay.
And this can be 3 gear dice.
Oh shit.
All right. Plus 3.
Oh, big 3 by the zoo. Big 3.
Got 1.
1. All right. Go ahead and roll D6 for me. Okay.
Oh no.
So you hit
1.
this thing and you see it it yelps, lets out a huge yelp, and its ass end sort of drops down, almost like you can tell that you got hit this thing in the hip, and then it scampers off into the woods.
That's all it takes.
Let's see. I need
Marcus wants to kind of yell out to everybody. If you see the biggest one, it's not going to be attacking, but on the perimeter, aim for that. That's the pack. That's the pack leader. We take him out. They may scatter.
I need who's in the truck? So Bunk and Dorian and Marcus are all in the truck.
And Corinne.
Corinne.
Yeah. So let's see.
I'm in the back. Yeah, Marcus
Yeah,
and I are in bed.
Okay. So just have both of you guys give me an observation roll.
Observation. And if this is an approaching threat, I can use empathy instead of wits.
Great.
Okay.
Blunt, I also get 1. Is that what you're saying?
No.
Observation roll? No.
Oh, yes. You roll. Yeah. Both of you roll observation. I thought you were asking about his bonus.
No.
Sweet. There's 1. Okay. So you survey the campsite, and you don't really immediately see anything.
Shit. Not enough successes. Okay. Do I have anything that would create light? Yeah. I'm not going to do that. Bunk wouldn't do that. I don't have anything else that would create light. I yell at Silas. Silas, get that. Well, shit. Did he use the torch? Does he still have the torch? He used it to light the fire. Did he just throw the torch, or does he still have the torch?
Last building, I would have walked away.
You would have whipped it up there. Okay, so no torch. Do we have anything to make fire? I definitely have a lighter. I feel like I would definitely have a fucking lighter on me or something to make fire.
Do you?
I mean,
look
if you're
around
light-
real quick.
Are you yelling this? Are you yelling to see if anyone has fire or what?
He would have to have
I'm
one.
yelling.
If
We
he's
need light. We need some light.
I've got some matches, says Dorian.
Is the campfire still going?
Yeah.
God damn it! I take my last fucking bottle of whiskey and
No.
I huck it at the fucking fire.
Okay. Yeah, and it creates a huge like burst of bottle shatters. High proof liquor goes into the fire and it creates like a giant burst of flame that pretty much lights up the entire camp. Not quite like it's full daylight, but it is bright. And you have a fraction of a second to make another observation roll if you would like.
Don't fuck this up.
Actually,
That hurt Bunk a lot to throw his last bottle of whiskey in there.
I know you better get some sixes.
No pressure. No pressure. Oh,
God damn it.
cock.
Pushing
Cock
it. Pushing it.
okay. There were
Push it
no
to the
ones,
limit.
so you can roll the whole pool with your stress die.
Yeah. Gotta get it.
Oh my gosh.
Jesus fuck.
Is that like
roll
exact
roll the
same roll?
stress. Roll the stress.
4 or 5
3.
hits and gravy? Damn it.
You look around like as soon as it hits, you start scanning. But the light is only up for just a fraction of a second for you to be able to get a bit of a look. And you don't see anything.
I'm probably higher up. Do I see anything from that?
Give me an observation roll.
Silas.
Yeah, the shitty part is when you don't announce that you're about to throw a bottle of whiskey into the fire. You're ready and about ready to make an observation thing, and everybody else is more like, the fuck?
I got one.
That's what I'm like realistically playing it.
1-6. Okay. So you see on the far side of
Should have told everybody I was
the
gonna do that.
driver's side of the truck that Dorian and Corinne are in. It's probably 30 feet away, but it is crouched down low, and it is currently creeping towards the driver's side of the truck.
I want to shoot that thing.
All right.
Shoot that thing.
Shoot that motherfucker.
Fucking wolves. In another world, we could have been friends.
Fuck.
Oh, no. Push it.
No sixes. 1-1. I'm taking that away, and I will push.
All right. Love it.
I got 1-6, but I did panic.
Okay. But you only have 1 point of stress, right?
Correct.
Okay.
That is the first one because you said we lost our previous ones.
Except me, because I haven't slept yet.
Just go ahead and roll
Two
damage
big
for me.
wolves.
Seven.
7. Shit. Yeah. Okay. So you let this shot go, and it Would you like to describe how the wolf dies?
I was almost blind firing at like what I thought I saw in the dark, so I don't even know. I shoot it right in the head.
Perfect.
Right.
And it goes down. I mean, you hear another yelp, and it goes down.
Bunk, I think I got that one. You got any more whiskey?
Honestly, whiskey is now a thing that I roll for at the end of the day. I only had a D6 whiskey, and that's the lowest you can do. So I'll probably have to roll after this to see if I have any more, but probably not. Because we changed it from how many bottles I had carrying on me to just a resource that I changed at the end. So that was definitely my ration for the day.
I do have a lighter in my backpack. I would like to look around the bulldozer cab to see if there's anything I can light on fire and chuck somewhere.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, looking around the cab, you realize that whoever drove this thing last left a flannel shirt tucked underneath the seat.
All right.
It's kind of dingy. Looks like it hasn't been washed in a while.
Indiana Jones, that shit.
Yeah, I'm trying to see what I have that I could wrap it around to give it any sort of weight. I got that fire poker.
Okay.
I'll wrap it around the fire poker and light it on fire.
That's so fucking cool.
Okay.
Like Last Crusades in Paris when they're under the cathedral. Yeah.
Yep. That's exactly what I'm imagining.
All right. Yeah, so you light this thing up. Are you scouting again, looking for threats?
Yeah, real quick, but I would also yell out, Bunk, did you hear any specific direction where they went? Maybe I could throw this in that direction, or
They're all around us, man. I didn't see shit, but we've killed them by the dozer, and there's one over by us. They're probably all around us. Just throw it in between us, and we'll see. They're around us. We're the food. So throw it dead center between us.
all right. So before I throw it, I want to kind of hold it out and kind of scout immediately around me, and then see what I see.
Okay. Give me an observation roll.
I got no sixes, and I panicked again.
The stress of this situation of being stalked by apex predators prevents you from really even having any sense of focus on what you're trying to do. And you look, but you don't see anything. But you're also aware that you are flustered with stress and fear right now.
So feeling that, I will try and huck it in between the bulldozer and the truck, and then kind of back up into the cab.
Okay.
Little more scared now.
So you're throwing the torch, this makeshift torch that you have.
Yeah.
You're throwing that towards the center of the camp. Okay. Give me what roll would this be? Just give me a basic agility check, agility roll.
1-6. No panic.
Oh, okay. So you throw this thing out into the middle of the campsite, and it lands pretty much right next to the fire. And it.
I was aiming in between the truck and the bulldozer.
Oh, in between the truck and the bulldozer. Perfect. Yeah, it lands right in between there. When it hits the ground, it kind of like gets this burst of air that sort of like gives it a last little bit of like a flare up. I need Bunk and Silas to give me observation rolls.
Fuck me.
That's one.
Nothing.
Or Bunk out one. So Bunk
out one.
You as this torch flames up, you see a one of these wolves, and you catch glimpse of it, and it is in the middle of full stride, charging right towards the back end of the truck.
I swing towards it and fire with the automatic rifle.
All right, give me an attack roll or a marksmanship roll.
While this encounter's been happening, I've wanted to say, but Marcus has just been trying to drag his body to where he can get his rifle pointed out the back to try to help.
Okay.
His movement's halved, but if I'm in the bed of a truck, I'm trying to just get to where I can help in the fray.
Okay. Did I see 3?
3 sixes, yeah.
You said, yeah, 3.
So,
I light that fucking wolf up.
This guy, he is charging right at you. He takes one giant lurch at you guys standing in the back of the truck, and he gets like his first pause across the threshold of the back of that truck, and you let loose with this shot. And do you want to describe how it dies?
It is like mid fucking stride. I just happened to, the moment that torch illuminated this wolf, it's like the side of your fucking eye, your peripheral vision, you saw it. I just kind of swung and as it's like mid fucking stride, I must have caught it. I must have caught it right in its heart, something, because it just kind of, the momentum takes it and it fucking slides in the dirt a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's done. The moment it hits the ground, it's dead.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't stand a chance. And based on just sort of an intuitive understanding, you think that might be all of them.
Looking around, we got the torchlight on one end illuminating this side in between the bulldozer and the truck, and we have the campfire over here illuminating that end. And looking around, I'm like have my hands out, like just trying to fucking, and I point to my ear, just trying to listen, having everybody just being still and listening. It's here if we hear anything else.
How about everybody gives me an observation roll, and we'll just count the cumulative number of successes.
I was going to ask, like, Marcus moving himself around, he's got his binoculars. Can he be scanning to get that bonus to see if there's anything on the perimeter? Because, again, him with his background would know that a pack leader would not be the one that coming into the fray, but would be on the perimeter.
Yeah.
Oh, I panic again.
You're panicked.
I mean, at this point, I think Dorian has spent enough time panicking that he needs to take another point of stress.
That's fine. I think I've unlocked a fear of wolves too.
Fear of wolves unlocked.
Are you shitting me?
1, 2. I mean, you don't have any ones. You could re-roll that whole thing if you want. But if you do get ones on a pushed roll, it does
I could
damage to your gear.
Marcus could.
Marcus,
Correct.
correct? Yeah.
I'm gonna push that.
Okay.
Sidebar, Ryan.
Yeah.
While I was thinking of ways out of this mess, I was going to my my shaving cream. Is that like an aerosol can of like Barbasol?
No, it's the smallest sliver of actual like bar
Okay.
soap. Did Silas do an
I
observation?
got
yet?
2 6s.
2, so 2, 4, 6. Okay.
And I on my push, I got 2 6s and a 1.
Yeah, I saw. As long as it's not on your gear die, it doesn't matter.
It was.
It wasn't.
Not on my. Yeah.
So yeah, you guys scan around, and you don't see anything. You don't hear anything. Everything seems pretty still.
Okay.
So what's that girl's name again?
Corinne.
Corinne.
Corinne. Corinne, that's how you get rid of wolves. If you didn't know that.
Give me a
Now you know.
persuasion check.
Bourbon through the nose. Thank you, fucking Shane.
Persuasion.
Yeah.
3, 4, 5.
Or
Oh.
Plus 2 stress.
plus 2 stress. Yeah.
What's my
Plus-
persuasion on another pee break?
Yeah. I also have the bullshit artist. I get a +1 modifier.
Perfect.
Is that an extra die?
I would say that
This
works.
is exactly where that would come.
Oops. Plus my extra 1 die. So I got 1 6.
Yeah, 1
That's how
6.
you get rid of wolves, basically. You know, I mean, that's pretty much how you take care of them.
You just gotta stay calm, collected. Don't panic.
Howl at them. Yeah.
She's like looking at
Owl.
you.
You definitely don't want to panic.
And you can see at first she's just sort of like, huh? And then like you're just so convincing, and she's just like, you're really brave. I'm so glad that you were here.
Got to howl to bring them in. That kind of takes their guard down a little bit. And then they're like, whoa, these aren't wolves. They're people. And then that's when you take care of them.
Perfect. And Corinne is just like, she's eating all of this up. She's just like, oh my God, Dorian is so smart. I'm so lucky in so many ways to be sitting in this truck with Dorian Danger right now, who single-handedly saved me from the wolves.
That's what she's thinking, right?
Yeah, she
Or
doesn't
she's
say
saying
that.
out loud. Okay.
She doesn't say that, but she's just thinking this. She just gives you a smile, like she's not going to say all that.
I cautiously hop out of the back of the truck
Okay.
and walk up to the fire poker torch, and I pick it up, and I'm kind of like holding it out in front of me, like I'm like desperately scanning everything, and I'm kind of looking over at Silas, like, think it's okay.
Yeah.
Think we got them all.
All right.
Yeah. I hope it's okay to make camp again. Safety in numbers.
Yeah.
So
I'll take my fire poker back.
Curt kind of
Yeah.
pops his head out the door of the big truck, and he's like, is it okay?
Uh-oh. Looks clear over here. Take a look around.
So,
Is that other guy okay? Can you check on that guy too?
yeah.
Kurt, why don't you go out there and see if everything's okay, buddy? A little further. A little further.
Kurt's gonna hop out of the truck, and he's gonna walk around to the side. He is gonna
Oh, God.
panic. He sees he sees what he sees, and you just hear him go, "Oh God, oh God, oh God!" Ah! And he just runs hysterically away from the truck. He finds some place on the far side of the camp, and he just sort of like sits down and puts his hands around his knees and just sort of like does one of these.
I'm scanning behind where he ran. See if I see anything moving.
No movement. I mean, you do see the legs sort of sticking out from like you've got like a little spot where you can see like where this guy's legs are just kind of sticking out.
Okay.
4-minute pee break IRL. Please.
It's going to take you 4 minutes to pee. Just run and go pee.
Dude,
We'll fill you in.
I've been taking long ass pees lately.
We're getting up there in age. They're more of a hearty piss at this age. So.
Camel.
Just like Bunk. Got to get that prostate warmed up before you can let it all out.
Jesus.
All right. So, you guys don't see any wolf activity. Haven't heard anything. Other than Curt, having a bit of a meltdown.
All right. I've shouldered, or I've slung the sniper rifle. I grabbed the. Was it a sawed-off shotgun I got from with the girl? So I'm holding that now, and I'm gonna walk over very cautiously to where Curt is, and try and keep my eyes around for anything, but ask him if he's okay. What did he see?
Give me a persuasion roll.
That's not good for me. Oh, that's not too bad. The stress die gave me the 6. 1 6.
Excuse me. So he looks up at you, and you see him like try to form words, but his lower jaw just sort of like chatters a little bit. And then he just looks like he's trying to hold back a sneeze, and then he just like collapses back into his knees. He can't even form any words. And he just sits there and rocks.
Well, I mean, I already found an oven where they were cooking people, so I'm gonna go check out what he saw.
Okay. So,
Shotgun at the ready, like shotgun leading the way, looking around.
So you walk around the front of the truck, around to the side, and when you get over there, you see the stranger that ran in from the woods. His whole throat's been torn out, and it looks like one of them started to rip open his belly.
I just walk away and be like, that's not even the worst thing I've seen today.
Coming in hot.
They're big peas. I've trained my bladder over time. I'm essentially a long haul trucker.
I go back to Curt and I'm like, hey, it's gonna be okay. I know that's a rough thing to see. You'll pull through this. You'll be fine. Give it time.
What do you see?
The stranger's mutilated body.
Wolves were gnawing at it, ripping it up.
Give me another persuasion roll. Excuse me.
That's all. Psh.
He's lived a sheltered life.
2 6s, but a 1 on the stress.
That's a bummer. Jesus is but a 1 on stress. How many points of stress do you have at this point? Just the 1? So
This one.
You're trying to convey a sense of like reassuredness to Curt. And as much as this isn't the worst thing you have seen, nonetheless, it's one of those things where like after the trauma, all of the fear sort of like releases, and you're trying to speak, but it's like mixed metaphors, and it's just more confusing than reassuring. And Curt just kind of gives you a little bit of the side eye and just exhales really deeply and just keeps like rocking.
I'm trying to calm him down, and then like it dawns on me what I saw too, and I just kind of like barf right next to him as I'm trying to calm him down. All that stew that I had, that glorious stew, just comes right back out.
Yeah. So I mean, it would appear that the worst is over. Wolves have no sign of wolves. You've got a dead stranger. But you're about halfway through the night. How would you
All
guys
right,
like
boys.
to proceed?
Jesus Christ. I want to try to go back to sleep again.
Okay.
Bunk just needs some sleep.
Okay.
You gotta sleep. How much to get some health back? How long?
Just resting? 1.
Yeah. Okay.
Bunk's going back to sleep again.
Okay.
And he's like, I don't give a fuck what happens. Don't wake me up, Dorian. You wake up Silas.
I think. Are we calling that like a shift of rest, and then I'll take a shift of watch?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah,
'Cause
Dorian, go ahead and get some rest, man. I'll
I've
take
got
care of this.
2 points of stress. Only 4 health.
So, as you guys are kind of like getting reaccustomed to trying to make an evening of this, you hear Corinne go, "Oh, hey, I found something." And she's
What you find, Corinne?
Oh God,
What you
it's
got?
probably a fucking landmine.
you're. She comes out holding a skunk by the tail. You guys look over, and she's kind of
like number 3.
she's she's in the passenger seat of the truck, and you can tell that she's like digging around in the glove box, and she's
Oh,
like,
God.
"What's this?" And she's holding out like this notebook.
Yeah, let me
Not
see
a
that.
weapon.
I'll take a look.
That's not a tracking device.
So she hands it to whoever was it Silas that was asking for it.
Yeah.
So as you open this notebook, you start looking through it, and it's clearly a ledger. It's keeping account of something. Give me an insight roll.
Does stress play into this too?
I would say no, because this is just kind of a passive thing. You're not actively trying to do anything. You're just reading this thing.
All right. No sixes.
No sixes. That's as much as you're able to make out of it. It's records, something, line items, something. But you can't really make heads or tails of it.
All right, I'll hang on to this Corinne, thanks, and maybe in the morning I'll let Marcus take a look at it, see, he has experience out here with the Trail Angels. Maybe he can make heads or tails of this. For now, why don't you guys all get some rest? I'll keep an eye on Curt, try and get him to take some sleep too.
Cool.
I would also like to try and repair the Kevlar vest that helped me out.
Cool.
During this shift of watch.
Give me a crafting roll.
If I use my multi-tool, do I get a bonus?
Sure.
Nice.
And since I'm actively doing something, stress is here, right?
Yeah, because the potential to like damage something.
Fuck it up.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right, I got 3 sixes.
Oh shit.
No panic.
Nope, it's 3 sixes. You fully restore this armor, this Kevlar vest. You patch it up nice. You even take this multi-tool and it's like you're reweaving some of the fibers as best as you can. But you're gonna fully restore that to its full value, which I think was 2.
Yeah, it was 2.
Okay.
Nice.
Anything else anybody wants to do?
Sleeping.
Okay.
I'm sleeping.
So,
Don't make it wake me up.
you guys, the rest of the evening goes on without any drama. You do hear the wolves howl one last time, but way off in the distance.
That was Dorian in his sleep.
The rest of the evening passes without drama. First light of dawn starts to come over the hill. Birds of the morning start to chirp. And if you guys had any stress, you can remove that. Marcus, we already said that you would go back to 4 hit points. Everybody else can increase 1.
Nice.
So, it's morning. You guys have all awakened. How are you starting the day?
I'd like to wake up and the pot of stew it's still it was over top of the fire all night. I don't know if it's ice cold or not, but basically
It's
doesn't
tepid.
keep.
It's tepid.
So I kind of tell everybody, hey, dig in, grab one last bit of this stew because we can't take it with us, type deal. I invite everyone to have a little breakfast and load up on some calories before we get going.
Okay.
I'll enjoy some stew and drink some water.
Yeah, so the stew, food roll we already determined, but everybody roll water for me. Oh no.
Dang it. I am not doing good today.
Dorian's going to drop down 1 tier.
I got a 5. I'm good.
Okay.
I got a I got 10. Is that stay?
I got 11.
It's only if you roll a 1 or a 2.
Okay.
All right, so you guys get some food in you. You get some water in you. Corinne is just snoring fantastically. She hasn't woken up yet. But as you kind of look around, I'm going to say Silas would notice this. You realize that Curt is nowhere to be found.
Hey guys, I don't see Curt.
Who is keeping watch?
I was.
Silas.
Okay, give me an observation roll.
One 6. No panic.
So, at some point during the night, you did notice that he got up to pee. Which didn't seem suspicious. But it does occur to you that you don't distinctly remember him coming back.
Yeah, he got up to take a leak at some point, and I guess I lost track of him. But it was over in this direction, so I'll go check over there.
I say we all go check over there. Or at least, a couple of people. I don't want you going by yourself.
Yeah, with wolves around, I got the shotgun at the ready and walking over there to take a look.
Yeah, since she's still sleeping, probably shouldn't leave her by herself.
Well, I can't go anywhere.
Or
Yeah,
Marcus.
You're pretty hobbled. Like you
Yeah,
can
so
get
I
up
can-
and walk around. But
I'll hold down the fort.
Yeah. I'll go with Silas, and I take out my 9, and I kind of follow along. He's got the shotgun. And I have a. Actually, no, fuck that. I put that back in my belt, and I grab that assault rifle, and I'm walking with that assault rifle.
Can I use my binoculars as far as I can see them, and if I see anything like holler, like left, right, something if something happens?
Uh-huh.
Okay. I'm hanging the tailgate with the binoculars and my leg.
Okay.
Do we need to roll over ammo and all that shit?
Oh yeah, everybody that fired a weapon,
Yeah.
needs to give me an ammo roll.
Okay. I got a D8 on ammo.
I go down 1.
And I go down 1. Fucking A. I'm glad I brought that up.
Oh shit!
Everybody,
Okay.
everybody went up 1 though when we went to
Right,
the ranch. Okay, I just want to make sure. Bummer.
I don't know. I don't know if I'll get it down, but whatever. My sheet said D8. I rolled a D8. I got a fucking element decent, so
Okay,
I will take that because I was not paying attention to the other.
fair enough. So you guys kind of head out towards where you think Curt might have gone, based on where he was and where he wandered into the woods when he went to go pee. You don't really see anything, at least not immediately. Let's see. Silas and Bunk are out looking.
Yeah.
Need both of you to give me observation rolls.
Bunk, you scan nearby. I want to scan far with the binoculars.
Okay. I'm looking for like tracks and shit.
Okay.
Trying to see if I can like find exactly where he's going.
I got 2 6s, no panic.
Okay. Bunk, since you are searching like the immediate vicinity, you guys start walking into the woods, and one of the first things you see is on the ground is a patch, and it looks like the Sovereign Vanguard insignia that's been ripped off of the jacket and just thrown on the ground. And then Marcus, Silas, a little bit farther out. You see just uniform, the jacket, the fatigues, all of it, just scattered on the ground, almost as if somebody was undressing as they were walking.
Me, right?
Silas sees that.
They both. We may end up finding a naked Curt if we ever find Curt. It looks like he was undressing as he walked in that direction. So at least there's a train.
So either somebody was undressing him, or that's normal shit that happens when you're dealing with extreme cold, and people start feeling real hot and start undressing just before they die of being too cold or whatever. Hypothermia.
He was pretty shaken up after the wolves last night because he got a eyeful of that stranger that got eviscerated. So I don't know, maybe he's a shock in a bad way and just panicked and walked off.
All right, well, I find like as we're walking, and I find like a coat, and then the pants, like I'm picking up the coat, and then the pants, and the shit, and I'm like shoving them in my backpack. That's what I find in these clothes. He's gonna need these if we find him.
Yeah. Keep following the trail.
You guys are gonna keep following?
Yeah. And I put his clothes in my backpack.
Okay. Give me a survival roll. Whoever is better at that.
Gotta be Bunk.
Do I get multi-tool or no?
No, multi-tool is not helping you in this scenario. You still got 2. So you get a general idea as to which direction Curt may have been heading based on the arrangement of the items that you found on the ground. And you kind of catch a trail of footprints. And they look like they were made by combat boots.
He was wearing combat boots, right?
Yeah, I mean he was dressed in military outfit.
Yeah, we didn't find any combat boots. Like he didn't. He undressed everything else, but he didn't undress his boots. Did we find combat boots?
No.
All right, that's good, Curt. All right, I report this out to Silas. I see some combat boots going this way, and I only see one set of tracks. Right? I don't see anything that.
How many successes did you get? 2? Yeah.
2.
Yeah, just one pair of footprints.
Is that where he was carrying me? All right, we continue to follow that shit.
Okay.
How far away from camp are we, by the way?
I mean, at this point, you're like 100 yards. Yeah.
Right.
You're not so far that like if worst came to worst, you couldn't make your way back. So you follow these tracks for, I don't know, another 30 or 40 yards, and then they just stop.
And what's special about this? The tracks just stop. I look up.
Trees. You look around and you see some trees and some forest floor, and that's it.
Do I see any other tracks where these tracks stop?
Give me another survivor roll.
I'm covering him, with Josh because this way, like he seems a little antsy and confused. I got a shotgun out of there ready in case something is out there.
How many did you get? 2?
2. It's very odd. Something picked him up, walked off. Like we see another set of tracks or something. People don't this here.
Othman grabbed him.
You don't see anything. Tracks just stopped.
We're looking around the area. We don't see anything. We looked up. There's just fucking trees, and there's nothing in the trees that I saw.
Nope.
So I kind of elbow like, hey, are you sure? Just one set of tracks? Like, if it's just him, we can try and call out.
Good, but at this point, yeah. I don't think he's in his right mind, but we can try whatever. Let's do it if you want to do that. I mean, this is the end of the road. Like, I don't know what the hell. It doesn't make any sense. His tracks stop. There's no blood, no nothing, and no more tracks. People was just. I'm just worried. He dropped all his clothes back there. I know he's not in his right mind, so I don't know if yelling will help. We can try.
Yeah, I give it a shot. I yell for Curt. Call out his name.
Yeah, so you do, and no response.
And I'm still scanning with my binoculars. Do I see anything that might help them with backing out?
Yeah, he's back
I'm
in camp.
back
I mean,
in camp.
he's got binoculars, so I would say you have. I mean, you can see them pretty well. So yeah, give me an observation roll.
Observation.
I mean, I'll just keep looking, so I almost want to roll another one. I mean, like, Bunk's like really confused. It makes zero sense why the tracks would stop and all that. And
You
I
have
don't see
binoculars, don't you? Go ahead and roll 2
yeah.
gear.
Oh, shit. Sorry. Come on. Hit. God damn.
You don't see anything.
Yeah, I would also be checking for tracks and all that.
Okay.
Got kind of confused, looking around, turning over things, seeing if there's anything to lose.
Yeah, I mean, give me. Did you already roll an observation roll?
Me? I did. Silas didn't.
Go ahead.
It was me always doing it.
Okay. Yeah, at the point where the tracks end, Silas, if you want to give me another observation roll.
Yeah,
Let's go, Silas.
Come on,
2 6.
Silas.
2 6s.
Nice.
You don't see anything. Like you're
Damn it.
looking
It's
around.
just
You're
gonna
as
be enough.
you're as equally puzzled as Bunk is.
I got 2 6s too. I think somebody's hanging out in a ghillie suit or a fucking secret trap door. You know what? I inspect specifically where the tracks end. I like to I want to move around the fucking leaves. I want to see if there's some sort of tunnel or some shit. This makes zero fucking sense to Bunk.
Okay. Give me an observation roll. Two 6s.
There's 2 again.
You don't say anything.
Jeez. I don't get it. Well, I mean, he had a good run. But I mean, like, we followed him. We picked up his clothes. I mean, he just fucking disapparated. Dude, Harry Pottered into nothingness. I don't know what to like. We've looked around. We've called his name. Like, I'd just be puzzled and be like, I mean, that's it. We got to keep going. Like, we can't. This guy we just picked up hours ago.
Yeah, I wanted to help Curt. He seemed like a good dude trying to get away from his situation. Kind of struck a chord with me, but let's go back to camp. Keep your eyes open on the way back, see if there's something we missed, and then maybe he wandered back into camp. Guy's got to be cold at least.
That's all we can do. I mean, I got his clothes for him. We tracked him to this point. We've all looked several times. We can't see anything. Like, it makes no sense how he just disappeared, but whatever. So turn around and
Who is at camp right now? Marcus and
Dorian.
Marcus and Dorian. Marcus is looking off in the direction of where Bunk and Silas are, correct?
Yes, I was using my binoculars to see them as far as I could.
Okay. Dorian, I need Dorian to give me an observation roll.
Marcus, can I borrow your binoculars?
Before he did that, I handed him the binoculars
Hey, look at
because I'm like, I'm so hurt.
Okay. You're kind of like watching. Describe to me. This is your attempt to observe. Tell me what's going on here.
So I'm just kind of like looking without the binoculars, just kind of like, I'm just trying to look at the big picture and see what they're doing and what, like, because I know they're better at this stuff than me. So I'm like, what are they missing? What are they not looking for? Or what are they not observing? And that's all I want to point out. But I don't have the binoculars, so I can't really see. I just see tiny little dots of them.
Yeah. Okay. And I mean, for as much of an effort as you can make, you don't have any insight for them either.
But do I see them come? I see them coming back though.
Yeah, you see them starting to walk back.
I don't want to like go out there and see if he can like see anything closer that would, because like, he's done disappearing acts before. Maybe he knows what could happen.
I mean, yeah, I mean, if what you're saying narratively is that your history with magic would provide you with specific insight and clues that would allude to some sort of hidden illusion.
Yeah, exactly.
I would say that you could use your pride to give you a +2 bonus on this.
Hell yeah. plus 2. Let's go. No. Can I push it?
I mean, sure. Yeah.
2
Yes,
ones.
you can. Can I push it? Yes, you can.
Push it real good.
Damn it. Just 1 6. And
Roll that stress die for me.
oh yeah.
Roll that beautiful stress die.
Okay. So
Back to stressed.
with the you know, you're so convinced that nobody could pull the wool over your eyes in terms of a disappearing act, that when you find nothing, it is so destructive to your ego and your sense of expertise and your profession, that you're going to have to think of a new source of pride for your character.
Oh, wow. Ouch. But
When you find nothing.
So he like turns to the guys and he's like, well, I know exactly what happened, but this is such a good trick that I can't reveal this magician's secrets to you guys. We'll just have to, if you guys figure it out, I can confirm it, but I can't let you know what it is. It'd be cheating.
Bunk is not convinced by this bullshit at all.
Yeah, you are so full of
because this is Bunk's area of expertise. Like, and I'm like, bullshit, boy. I tracked the motherfucker to here. There's no goddamn footprints. There's nothing in the fucking trees. There's nothing on the ground. There's nothing around. Like, he ain't here. You got a theory? Spit it out. If you ain't got a theory, shut the fuck up. This is like Bunk's thing, and he's real mad that Bunk is as mad as Dorian is that his ego is also at play here, because this makes zero sense to him. It doesn't make sense. There's definitely something here, and the dice fucking roll every time. I know there's something here. It makes no goddamn sense why there's not anything fucking here.
So did you walk your way out towards Bunk and Silas?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's like, and so he's going to be like, just throwing out like, did anyone hear any helicopters at night? Were there any airplanes? Did he have a large kite and it was windy last night? Did we check like further down, or did you guys just stop at where the trail stops? Maybe he jumped really far, or a big eagle, 10 crows picked him up.
The eagles are coming.
Just trying to think outside the box, guys.
Bunk looks to Silas and says, giant kite. We didn't think of that. Did you see a giant fucking kite around here? Did you happen to see a big old? You know what? I did maybe hear a crow or two.
So as you guys are having this very sarcastic conversation with Dorian, you hear Corinne, who has apparently finally woken up. She yells over, "Hey guys, I think I found something else."
Oh, shit.
Oh, jeez.
All right.
It better be a big kite. And Dorian runs back.
And she's just holding this piece of paper. I don't know what this means.
All right. I take the paper from her.
So you take the paper from her, and it is just a folded up note, and it says, "We did you a favor." I think that's where we're going to end it for tonight's session.